Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to cover quite a few different topics here, but USMCA discussions heat up with more likely concessions while Carney's on holidays. I guess it's not important to him. He's over 90% invested in the US, so really doesn't matter. He might as well not be a part of the discussions, right? So, as part of the proposed deal, Canada would remove tariffs on U.S. autos, reach agreement on U.S. interpretation of how dairy quotas should be allocated, and seek a return of American alcohol to store shelves. And that has a problem because the provinces have control over the liquor situation, and that all by itself it has some pressure on the market because a lot of the most recent tariffs that Trump put on is actually kind of hitting lumber, auto, and dairy, right? So very specific, and those are the provinces with the biggest clout even on the liquor. And there's no guarantee that two sides will reach a deal. It says so. Obviously, with Prime Minister in Italy, it really doesn't matter, right? It's not that important to him. Wheat rebounds as traders wave Black Sea attacks. So there's more attacks in the Black Sea, and that's causing the wheat market to take note. And it's also impacting the crude oil, of course, as well. Corn conditions in the U.S. or in Europe just continue to get worse and worse here. As you can see, we're down in the good to excellent is in the low 30s, but I would expect other crops are having the same issue. Iran ties Hormuz opening to U.S. concessions on several demands. So there's the 14-point plan that Iran has put in place originally, and it looks like U.S. is getting closer and closer to accepting all its terms. Yemen Houthis attacked the Saudi Arabia refinery, but the fire has been extinguished. That's the refinery that's pushing, I think it's about 7 million barrels a day on the west side of Saudi Arabia, and going by Yemen, and that's the area that the Houthis are attacking at the other side there. So Brent rises for the fourth straight session. So obviously there's nothing really that's gotten solidified there at all as far as kind of ending this war. You can see that the corn soybean growing area looks like it's going to get rain, at least with the European model. And here we are, just kind of see where it's all adding up, and it does look like there's going to be a significant rainfall in some of those areas too, and hopefully this is in time for some of those drier areas in Saskatchewan, Manitoba. That's now getting closer and closer to harvest, and crops tend to look worse as they get closer and closer to harvest. And you can see this is the spring wheat area that's highlighted, and you can see this next 7 days looks like it's going to give some sort of moisture. Now, is it going to be enough where the spring wheat is actually grown? Just a quick look at the market here. So you got canola up 450, trading at 784.30. Rapeseed is also up at 534. Soybean oil up at 68.48. Palm oil up as well, so it's breaking out of that channel. West Texas is up $1, and the diesel fuel is up another 10 cents. Soybeans are up 5.5 at 11.81. Spring wheat is over the $7 mark again at 7.06, up 4.25 cents. Hard red winter is up 9.25 at 7.39. Chicago is up 6.5 at 6.64, and milling wheat is just slightly up. Corn is slightly up as well. And the Canadian dollar is just up as well. So when you look at it, this looks like we're actually bouncing, and I wouldn't doubt we get right to the top here. That's, you can see, making higher highs. It's still in a bull trend here. Now we'll have to see if that actually comes true, as you've got report coming out on Wednesday with the USDA. You never know how they're going to actually put out inventories and stocks and the estimate of yield, but there has been some Chinese buying, so that's actually helped the market here as well. So you get your soybean oil futures basically doing nothing, and Canadian canola is trading almost a mirror image of the European rapeseed now as far as chart. Now we'll have to see if that continues, but you shift from trading the same as soybeans, then trading the same as oil, now trading the same or very similar to the European rapeseed. Here's your soybean futures. Basically has done nothing, even though canola has actually rallied. Here's your European so palm oil futures, and it's starting to continue to move up. So this is what we're seeing on the crude oil. It has pulled back, but it looks like it's gaining some support to go back up here. Diesel fuel, it's heading in that direction as we speak. Quick look at the Canadian dollar, huge resurge on the jobs numbers, and we're taking a bit of a pause right here at the 61.8 retracement value here. Quick look at wheat. We've traded through the big candle a few days ago where it continued to get pushed down. Now the escalation continued escalation of the Russia-Ukraine is actually helping support this. And smaller crops. Kansas, it's trading above the short-term moving average as well. Same thing with Chicago. We're trading right at the moment. And your European milling wheat, it's above it as well. And here's your corn futures. So related to what Karen Braun was talking about, I would expect that we'll maybe see a little bit more pressure to the upside of the corn futures in Europe, and not reflective in the North America crop here. So that report, WASDE report, is on Wednesday.